Hey, good morning, guys. So, this video I'm just posting because, like everybody, I'm really tired of the bullshit that's happening in our world right now. I can't really understand a lot that's going on, but I do understand the most important things. One is there's an agenda. The agenda is to hurt us, to make us all separate from each other, to create division, to create hypocrisy, to create anti government, anti police, and the movement is justified by hate, okay? And they say it's justified because Black Lives Matter and all these other things. It's not. It's just hate, okay? It's hate because of the change that's happened politically in our world. Okay, Trump has done things in the period of 3+ years that no president was able to do in 2 terms, let alone the history of presidents in our country. This man has reversed all the work that they have done, and we are now seeing the effects of it. Okay, the work that he's reversed obviously is trade. Um, the monies that we're being ripped off from China and Russia and the Middle East and quite a few other places. He put a stop to it, and he slapped tariffs on a lot of people, a lot of countries, and they're pissed off. So they partnered with a lot of the bad people that are here within the United States, and the agenda is to remove him from office at any cost because they know what he did in 3 years. If he's allowed to do it again for 4 more years, the reversals that he's created in the world and in the United States will take a century for Democrats to be in office to get back to where they were. Where they were was abortions were allowed, right? Where they were was on a socialistic path of criminalizing, okay, all the innocents. And it was inevitable that this was going to happen. If you look back at our Civil War, if you look back at even our Revolutionary War, you'll see that there were sides that wanted to push something on people that knew in their hearts was wrong. And people took a stand and they fought. That's what they want. They want to see us at war. War makes us weak. War puts us in a position of vulnerability. Instability within our country between blacks, whites, Asians, Spanish, all races is a good thing for their agenda because hate forces people to separate, and separation gives bad people power. And the 2 groups or 3 groups or multiple groups that actually become separated from each other are now vulnerable to whatever kind of media or influence that's portrayed through the media upon us. We are fed like sheeps. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but over 95% of the population has an IQ of over 100. I'm sorry, under 100, forgive me. If you think about that, I'm not bragging on people that don't have a high IQ, but if you think about that, most people do not have the mental capacity to be a leader. That puts you into a category of being a follower, where you'll believe what you're told. One of the things about cognitive retraining, I'm sure some of you study this if you took Psych 101 and stuff. Cognitive retraining is when you are fed information enough times that you actually subconsciously are reprogrammed. It now becomes part of your conscious thinking. So if I were to say a duck doesn't actually float, he has special abilities. Okay, he actually is anti-gravity. So what you think he's doing in the water as floating isn't floating. He's actually full of some kind of ability to just not have any gravity. And as ridiculous as that sounds, if you say that to enough people, people will start looking at ducks differently. Okay, they're not actually floating in the water, they're actually suspended in the water. It's wow. And next thing you know, someone's going to post that, and then someone is going to believe that post, and then they're going to repost that, and next thing you know, you have hundreds of thousands, if not more, people believing that ducks don't actually float, that they're actually anti-gravity. And that's what's happening here. And I don't know if that was a good metaphor or not, but my whole point is that what we're being fed on both sides, whether you're Republican or you're a Democrat, whether you're white, whether you're black, or whatever race you are, there's an agenda and a narrative that's being fed to us. We're all getting it. If I watch Fox, I'm watching nothing but anti-democratic media. If I'm watching CNN, I'm watching nothing but anti-Republican media. So that choice that I make on what I watch is what I get fed. And the more and more I hear bad things about Clintons or bad things about Bill Gates or Soros or whatever, I'm going to go ahead and start believing it. Now, if I'm a Democrat and I'm hearing nothing but bad things about Trump and white people and white power and we're bad and we need to stand up for our rights and we need to really go to war because they're trying to kill us all, I might believe that as well. It's all a matter of what you're fed. If I get up in the morning every single morning and I yell at my children and I tell them how bad life is and how bad they are and how bad this world is, I do it enough, my kids are going to lose their self-esteem. I do it enough, my kids are going to think, wow, life really does suck. And they're going to be scared and they're going to be panicked and they're going to think something that I forced upon them. That's what's happening right now in the world. We are being fed stuff that we don't need to hear. Okay? I am right here, right now on my ranch, and here's what I'm looking at. My flag, my pond. See what kind of critters. There's one of those anti-gravity ducks right there. I don't know if you see them, but that's my world. My dog is somewhere around here waiting for me to get out of my truck. You know, my kids are sleeping. My wife is in bed. It's, I don't know, almost 9 o'clock in the morning. And I've gone out and I've done chores and I'm getting ready for some contractors to come in. But I'm not watching the news. Okay? I do know that I got to get out and mow my far pasture. That's 10 acres over there. And I know it's going to take me 5 hours. I at some point got to wash my truck. I have my trailer loaded. I'm getting ready to take that to North Carolina. That's my life. That was my life before the coronavirus. That was my life before this Black Lives Matter, Black Hates movement, Black Lives Matter movement came. So anything that I listen to right now is going to interrupt my life. And my whole point of this whole stupid video that I'm doing right now is the only thing that matters is you. You. Not what other people think about you or other people say that you need to be or how you need to act or what you need to believe. Listen, I could watch the news all day. I could watch social media all day. None of these places are sending me checks. I still got bills. I got to pay my bills. I gotta keep this thing going. I got 2 kids that are college bound. What am I going to do? Stop? Am I going to just hide in my house with my guns and wait for some group of idiots to come here and test my expert marksmanship? I mean, what am I going to wait for? I just don't watch it anymore, guys. And it's been the best thing that I've ever done. And I see my wife watching it, and I'll go and I'll shut it off and I'll hide the remote control. I mean, I don't want her fed this bullshit. It's all bullshit because none of it directly pertains to your life. None of it. You've allowed all this other bullshit into your lives, and it's doing exactly what it was designed to do. Make you feel bad, make you worry, make you become a group and become separated from other people based on their beliefs. Well, if that's going to happen, that's going to happen. I take the side of America. I take the side of our Constitution. I take the side of what our flag stands for, and I'll always defend it. Always. I told my wife and kids, you know, girls, if someone were to come to our house and try to do us harm, I will protect you girls with my life, and I will. And so will you. But why worry about it until it happens? Be prepared if it does happen, but what are you going to do? I just am tired of worrying about it. I'm more worried about my friends that are working in the hospitals that might potentially catch this stupid ass disease that's out there right now. That's my big worry. And that's really all I need to concentrate on. All this other stuff will work itself out. Once Trump's back in office, all this stuff will go away for another 4 years, okay? They'll still try to impeach him. They'll still try to hurt him, but there's really nothing they can do, okay? This is just a bunch of kids having a tantrum because they have no control, and that's what this is all about. It's like having a 19-year-old still living in your house that says, hey, I'm an adult now. You have no rights over me, so let me do what the hell I want. Well, guess what? You can do what you want if you leave my house, but as long as you're living under my roof, you're going to obey my rules. So you got a bunch of these kids still living at home with their mom, so to speak. It's just funny. I think you guys get it. But anyway, I wish you guys all a great day. God bless you all. God bless America. I don't know. I'm just bored. I'll see you later. Bye.